चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। भूते महद्भिर्यमा पुरो विभु निर्मायशेते यदमुषु पूरुषा भूते गुणान् षोडशात्मका स्थूलङ्कृशिष्ट भगवान् वचांसि मे। श्रीकृष्ण शरणं शरणागतं कथामृतं सततपीबतं भक्ति वेदान्त मार्गपन्थनं सर्वलोक ऋषिदेव जन्म प्रसन्नं सर्वलोक ऋषिदेव जन्म प्रसन्नं। Hare Krishna. Let's continue with our discussion on the praise of Nalakubera and Manigriva. So the important words that we were discussing was text number 38 from 10th canto, 10th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam. These are the 6 resolutions that Nalakubera and Manigriva are going to make. And I hope devotees are memorizing, especially this particular verse, and meditating that how when this Kartik and Damodar month concludes, that we don't slacken, but with same enthusiasm and with same velocity continue our devotional service. Devotional service is supposed to be progressive, meaning that with each day it has to be increasing. And these grand sale like Kartik Mas, Purushottam Mas, and festivals are for that purpose to actually instill and empower us. How they say in the motor car terms, fuel injection, meaning that all of a sudden they give us a boost to accelerate in devotional service. So similarly, this acceleration has to continue, and in Sanskrit it is called Bhagavad Bhakti Vardhanam. That Vardhanam, it has to increase always to infinitum. That is the advantage of devotional service. That devotional service has no satiation, Prabhupada says. It has no limits, and therefore one can never tire of doing devotional service. The experience one has is real. In Srimad Bhagavatam, very nicely Sutta Goswami says, Tadaiva Satyam. Why the experience is real? Because Krishna consciousness is real. Tadaiva Punyam. It is the greatest piety, and Tadyuheva Mangalam, and it is the most auspicious thing. Therefore, Bhagavad Gunodayam, the transcendental qualities and activities of Krishna and his pastimes, has to be listened to and it has to be discussed. So let's and try to meditate on this. And especially, in this session, I'd like to hear from everyone as well on how their Kartik Mas has been, especially in terms of studying Srimad Bhagavatam, and what resolutions you all, are going to take. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vani Gunan Kathane Shavno Kathaya. Hasto Chakarma Sumanastav Padayona. Smritya Shirastav Nivasa Jagat Praname. Drishti Satam Darshane. bhavatastanunam. Word to word again, Vani, words, the power of speech, Guna Nukathane, always engage in talking about your pastimes. I was listening to a class by His Holiness Radha Govind Swami, and he was describing that in Sanskrit, Guna has multiple meanings. The most common meaning that we are all are aware of is quality. So qualities of Krishna. The second meaning of guna is, of course, the three modes of material nature. And the third meaning of guna also refers to the rope, rajva. So rajva karshan, bhujachalat, the rope Mother Yashoda was using for churning, and then also the rope Damna Mother Yashoda was using for tying Krishna's belly to the wooden grinding mouth. So Nalkuver and Manigiri specifically here also, apart from clarifying the transcendental qualities and pastimes of Krishna, in particularly they're mentioning the rope. As in Damodar Ashtakam, we see that Satyavata Muni in the last stanza says, Namaste Studamne Spurati Yodarayata Vishwastamne Namo Radhikayai Twadaya Priyayai Namo Nantalilaya Devaya Tubhyam. So my obeisances to the rope, transcendental rope, which bound Krishna's belly. So in this way, as we were discussing yesterday, each and every word of Srimad Bhagavatam, we have to slow down, sing, repeat, and vichara. Try to understand and meditate on it and go by Srila Prabhupada's word to word on what Srila Prabhupada is specifically saying. And this is actually the way of approaching and worshipping Srimad Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavata Arthanam Asvado Rasikai Saha, which means in association of devotees. Rasika means those who are expert in tasting the rasa of Srimad Bhagavatam, Sangahi, in their association. So this association is very sublime because we have an opportunity here to constantly drink, chew this nectar of Srimad Bhagavatam and extract rasa out of it. Now, I remember, about maybe 10, 12 years ago when we started conducting Damodar program. So first year, it was very nice. Second year, it was very nice, reading from Srimad Bhagavatam and discussing this pastime. But in the third year, before the beginning of the Kartik Mass, I was thinking that I have already told all the stories. I have already discussed the philosophy. What new I can discuss? So I had this doubt. However, in the third year, once I started again covering the same verses and the same purports, the same word to word, but newer and newer meaning was still coming out of it. Because Srimad Bhagavatam is Krishna, and because Krishna is unlimited, therefore Srimad Bhagavatam, each verse of Srimad Bhagavatam is unlimited. We cannot take enough juice out of it. It is not like a material chewing gum that after about few chewing of it, after 2 minutes, there's no more juice left. Srimad Bhagavatam is unlimited. Therefore, Sud Goswami further says that that it is pleasurable, ramyam. It is sportingly pleasurable. Tadeva ramyam. And why that is so? Because ruchiram navam navam. Because newer and newer taste. Navam means newer. Ruchiram means taste. Newer and newer taste we experience from the same verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. Tadeva ramyam ruchiram navam navam. Tadeva shashvan manaso mahotsavam. Because this Srimad Bhagavatam and the verses in it are sashvan. Sashvan means transcendental. These are not from the material world. And therefore, Manaso Mahotsav, it is the perpetual festival of the mind. Mm. Now, we all love festivals, isn't it? However, guess what? Every morning when we take our chanting beads and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and we get fully absorbed in the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, we can actually feel the mood of festivity every day. We don't need any other association, just us enchanting beads and Krishna's name, and that is festival. Mm. And when we read Srimad Bhagavatam, that is festival of the mind. Mm. Mind becomes enlivened. And only when mind becomes enlivened, we actually can do the external festivals of engaging everyone in devotional service and internalizing their mood of devotional service. Vani Gunanu Kathane Shravano Kathayam, and listening to Krishna's pastimes unlimitedly. And most importantly, as we mentioned again and again, Hasto Jakarmasu, that let our hands, cha means other senses along with the hands, engage in doing work for Krishna. Of course, dedicating our work for Krishna is one thing, but working for Krishna is another thing. That is a whole different experience. Although circumstantially we may not be able to do that. However, there is nothing stopping us from aspiring and desiring this. And guess what? Whatever we desire when we do devotional service, especially in relation to Krishna consciousness, that desire automatically becomes fulfilled, because Srimad Bhagavatam is the ripened, mature fruit of the desire tree of Vedic literature. Nigama kalpa taror galitam phalam. So when we take shelter of Srimad Bhagavatam, we are taking shelter, we are sitting under a desire tree. And whatever we desire becomes true. So if we desire with this aim, oh Krishna, at the moment I'm not able to work full time for you. At the moment I have to work and then dedicate my work to you. Please make some arrangement so that I can full time actually work for you. I can full time work for my spiritual master. And guess what? That desire will definitely come true in due course of time. Hasto Chakarmasu. And manas tava padayornaha. Manas, let our mind be meditating and having darshan of the lotus feet of Krishna. The lotus feet of Krishna actually represents the whole Archa Vigraha of Krishna, because we start the darshan of Krishna's Archa Vigraha from the lotus feet. That is the Paddhati. And so here it means that may we able to always meditate on the supreme transcendental form of Krishna. And what is this form? Rupa Goswami very nicely describes. Smeram bhangikraya parichitam. Krishna is smiling. Smeram. Bhangi, and he is bent from three bodily parts, from neck, from waist, and from knees. Sachi Vistirna Drishtim, and he's giving a Broadway look side glance, like this. Krishna doesn't look straight, he gives a sideway look, broad glance. Vamshinyas Adaraha Kishalayam, and on his hands he's holding a flute, Vamshi, Nyas Adharaha, which are touching his lips, and from his lips he's blowing the nectar into that flute. Ujvalam Chandrakena, and he's standing on the banks of Yamuna River, Keshi Ghat, Govinda Kyam Harihi Tanuvita, Keshi Tirtha Upakante. On the Keshi Tirtha Upakante, he's standing Ujvalam Chandrakena, on a full moon lit night, on a Purnima. So today is Purnima. The last day of the Kartik Mass. So we can just see this form of Krishna. Rupa Goswami says, is giving us that there is a boy who is smiling, who's giving a Broadway side look glance, who's holding a flute on his hands and blowing nectar into the flute, inviting us all to come to him and see him. And he's standing on the Keshi Ghat on a full moon lit night. Harihi Tanumita, and the rays of the moon are reflecting from his transcendental body. His body is not material. And this boy, his name is Govinda. He's famous as Govinda, the giver of pleasure to the cows and senses. Govinda kyam harihi tanumita keshitirthopakante. But after giving this transcendental form of Krishna, darshan of Krishna, Rupa Goswami says, Ma preksha tava yadi sakhe bandhu sangas tiranga. But you please don't look at this boy. Because if you look at this boy, he'll take away all your attachments and attraction that you have for your family and friends. When our mind is situated in meditating on Krishna's transcendental form, then actually the mind is in a healthy state. Very nicely, I think it is Chitraketu Maharaj who says, Twadvarshanat dhvast samasta kilbishay swastha malantah karano priyanmuni. Twadvarshanat, O Krishna, your darshana. Twadvarshanat dhvast samasta kilbishay. It actually destroys all the sin. Simply by having darshan of Krishna gets rid of all the sin. And then what happens? Swastha mala. Antakarana Gyayanmuni. Swastha. Swastha means we are in a healthy state of mind. Our mind is restored back to a healthy state. Swastha Amala. It's spotless. Atmana, the mind. Antakarana. Antakarana means within the core of our heart, Krishna becomes manifest. When the wives of Brahmanas, they had darshan of Krishna, then Srimad Bhagavatam mentions that from their external eyes, they saw Krishna. Then they closed their eyes, and that external form of Krishna, through the channel and the apparatus of eyes, they took that form of Krishna and established in the core of their heart. And in the core of their hearts, then they embraced Krishna with love and affection. And after doing that, they felt fully satisfied, as if they have gained everything in this world. So eyes are for having darshan of Krishna. What is the value of eyes otherwise? But then, after having darshan of Krishna, the manifestation of Krishna has to take place in the core of our hearts. Manastava padayor naha. And Krishna's lotus feet actually is a representation of his whole transcendental body. Spritya sirastava nivasa jagat praname. And we pay obeisances to everyone in this material world, meaning we deal with each and every individual with love and affection. Why? Because Krishna is situated in them. And this is how this movement will spread, not by hate, not by contempt, but with unmotivated love and devotion. But lastly, the devotee is most eager always, drishti satam darshane, meaning to associate with devotees, because in association of devotees, we get the nourishment of Krishna consciousness. And those devotees actually are not separate from Krishna. Krishna is in the heart of devotees, and the devotees are in the heart of Krishna. And because they are not separate from Krishna, then they are as much, if not even more enlivening than Krishna. Because the devotees, when they speak about Krishna, they glorify Krishna more than ever Krishna could glorify himself. Krishna doesn't blow his own trumpet, but the devotees described Krishna in a much better way than Krishna can ever describe himself. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu Mataji's. Can we have some realizations from everyone? Would anyone like to speak? Daya Sindhu Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. What I would like to say is this morning Bhagavatam classes, Prabhu, this 6:30 to 7, has been really very nice. Though throughout the day we try to read as much as we can, especially during the month of Kartik, try to listen. But this structured study, and which is so defined, 6:30 to 7, has been beneficial. It just lays a very good foundation throughout the day, sets us in a good mood, and very, very, very enlightening. So thank you so much, Prabhuji, for everything that you've done. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
No, I'm appreciative. Actually, if you all didn't come, I think my enthusiasm would wane off as well. But we keep all other intact. Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Especially, I mean, you're not keeping that well from a health perspective as well, and it's not very easy to conduct these sort of classes. For us, it's easier because we are just on the receiving end. But when you're conducting a class, you also have to prepare well in advance, and you also have to plan for the next day over and above the extra rounds and extra studies and everything else that I'm sure you would be doing during Kartik month. So thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
I think Nilima Mataji wanted to say something.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
I just wanted to thank you for bringing Krishna close to us every morning. I think it's been the best mornings for me. Starting my day with the Krishna consciousness, and I just realized recently, like Krishna in Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, he says, "My devotees, my devotees." He uses this so many times. My devotees, but how many times do we say my Krishna? So I think just like how we know our child or a friend really well, we know their likes and dislikes. It would be good to know Krishna more and more through scriptures, through Bhagavatam, and we can do this by reading Bhagavatam every single day, choosing Krishna every single day, and not when it's convenient for us. Yeah, because the people we love, we choose them every single day. So, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for such nice realizations, Mataji.
Thank you.
Yes, actually, Krishna is Santam Samipe, the near and dear to our heart. And yes, no, he is ours. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Would anyone else like to say? Also, I mean, you all are expressing gratitude. That's very nice. It'd be nice to hear, your realizations as well from these Damodar pastimes and how it has, personally made difference in your life. Yes, Jamadagni Prabhu, you were going to speak.
Yes, Prabhu, but kind of you were stopping me for saying something that I was about to say. Express gratitude to you. So thank you so much, Prabhu. Yeah, like we study Srimad Bhagavatam anyways, but to read it consistently at one particular time has kind of introduced a bit of discipline, and anything which is done, in a disciplined manner, always has better results, is what I've experienced. And yeah, so it's like a personal time with Srimad Bhagavatam and hearing from you. So, I think we are already on the path of doing the Drishti Satam Darshanestu Bhavatanunam, by hearing, associating with devotees, Krishna's devotees, and hearing from a pure devotee. So I think we have already started that, and hopefully we also achieve the first 3 verses as well with practice. So thank you, Prabhu. And as Dayasanti Prabhu said, your health has not been well. I've been into Kartik programs with you, so you're running around like anything. So it just gives us inspiration, like how much we should also work hard during Kartik times to firstly hear about Krishna and also share Krishna consciousness with others as well. So thank you, Prabhu, for all your time, and yeah, please continue to do that again. Continue to do this after this Karthik as well.
Oh, thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. Actually, why this is so enlightening, because we are just sticking to Srila Prabhupada's papers as he's given in Srimad Bhagavatam, his word to word, his translation, and we are able to cover 2 or 3 verses a day. And if Srila Prabhupada is the main source, because Srila Prabhupada has spoken this, and we are just trying to just repeat it, it is becoming enlightening. As far as the health is concerned, actually, I think we are more healthier, if we are with Bhagavatam than without Bhagavatam. Body always will give us trouble, but of course, I can never say that my Guru Maharaj's health, I've seen it in a worse state, but he always gave a perfect example of always being with Bhagavatam. So we have many inspiration in our parampara, in our movement, to look forward to, that how despite many adversities, I'm in the comfort of my own home, everything is taken care of, and somehow we are able to do it. But many devotees have struggled much more harder. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Giriraj here, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Giriraj Prabhu.
Prabhu, thank you so much for the morning class. And we love Krishna's, the Bal Swarup, the Katha, Prabhu. Is very nice to have a Bhagavatam class. And your health, Prabhu, even your health is deteriorating, or you're not well, still giving a class, Prabhu. Hari Bol.
I think just having cold and cough is not that much of a health problem, but I'm so touched by everyone's love and affection. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Just wanted to say one thing. Something that's stuck into my mind is you always saying become a better version of yourself. Even after Damodar, I think that's deeply stuck. Like when we read Bhagavatam, we have to become better and better. So that really got stuck into my mind, and I'm so inspired. Obviously, I'm inspired by you, but I'm also inspired by a lot of people, devotees that you are training. Nilima Mataji, Milka, Jayanti Mataji, Vraj Deepika. So inspired by them. Like I saw them at Bhagavatam class yesterday, and they just inspired me to read better and to study better Srimad Bhagavatam. So I'm so inspired by, and even Bhavmai Mataji. So I'm so inspired by this group of people who are doing so well, and you have trained them so well. Thank you, Prabhu.
Actually, it's nice you mentioned that, but actually all credit goes to my Guru Maharaj, because he actually trained us in that way. And I find, that his kindness and his mercy, is flowing throughout, because the way he taught us Bhagavatam is a very unique way. And actually that is the way Srila Prabhupada wanted us to study as well. In few of his lectures, actually many of his lectures, he states that. If any good thing you see is due to, Srila Prabhupada and spiritual masters all along. But thank you so much, Mataji. Actually, if you all are not here, then I don't know, I'd probably be reading by myself and I'd be probably falling asleep. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Prabhu Sanatan here. Just a quick short message. Roy, I really, I think everyone said a lot of things. I just want to add that I love your vision and how you are, creating a whole new congregation in every which way, Prabhu. Not only, yes, Bhagavatam is one aspect, but your vision with the center, your vision with festivals. So thank you, Prabhu, for inspiring all of us. Jai.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Srila Prabhupada is so wonderful. He has genuinely created a house in which the whole world can live. And we have to actually stick to that vision. And as I mentioned before, that means that, that love and compassion cannot be restricted by any demarcation or sectarianism, whether it based on, gurus, whether it based on different centers or different temples. Vision of Mahaprabhu is every town and village, and the whole world should benefit from Krishna conscious movement. And this is a competition, but in this competition, we desire that the other person benefits more than us. And if with this motive we do Krishna consciousness, then we can actually progress as well. Thank you so much, Sanatan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Any other devotees would like to speak?
Prabhu, I like add one more thing, that you rightly put the emphasis so much on reading the word to word. So I never used to put that much emphasis. But then when I was trying to remember that verse 38, I just realized just knowing word to word actually helps you remember not just the verse, but also the meaning. So, you're not just reciting some words, what is the meaning behind it? So thank you, Prabhu, for putting emphasis on that.
I'm so glad, Prabhuji, you brought that point out. This is very important. And there's a reason Prabhupada has given that, word-to-word translation. And if we are, yesterday as we are discussing, the Srila Prabhupada translates the word Shraddhaya, Shusrushoho Shraddhanasya Vasudeva Katharuchi. That if you really want to have attraction to Krishna's Katha, then Syan Mahat Sevya Vipra, we have to save those devotees who are, saving the mission. But we have to do that recitation of Srimad Bhagavatam, hearing of Srimad Bhagavatam with care and attention. So with care and attention, we have to really read word to word its meaning, what Srila Prabhupada has given, and then meditating on it. And again, full credit to my Guru Maharaj, he taught us in this way. He used to keep many diaries, handwritten diaries, and he encouraged us to write notes and do it that way. I remember he said, for a student of Bhagavatam, care and attention in practical terms means pen and paper. So he would really chastise us if we came to class without pen and paper. And I see many of you are coming with your notebooks, your pen, and you're making nice notes and writing down. So thank you so much, everyone. So we look forward to this evening's conclusion class on summarization of Damodar pastime and the last day of Bhishma Panchak. So please come along and invite everyone personally as well. And many devotees have requested, let's continue these classes. So we'll try our best to continue. So see you all tomorrow at 6:30 as well. Have a wonderful Krishna conscious day, and I'm looking forward to everyone's association this evening. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandavat Pranam.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Bhagavatam ki jai. Hare Bol.